Warranty's Paint and Body in George, Iowa is your place for high-performance refinishing at its finest. Heath Warranties and his team specialize in collision repair, glass replacement, restoration, towing, and even windshield chip repair. They're located at 103 North Sydney Street in George, Iowa. Call them today, 712-475-3307. That's Warranty's Paint and Body in George.
Well, Warranty's Paint and Body, our sponsor for the Coach's Corner, and we've got a special treat tonight. We've got Coach Heather Grafing, head coach of GLR girls, and we've got one of the great contributors to the victory tonight for the GLR girls, Keeley Kruse, senior for the team, in the huddle with us here as well on Coach's Corner. Coach, what's your first thought here you want to share with our audience?
Defense wins ball games. That's it right there. I challenged the girls. For the last 2 days, I think Keeley will probably agree, it's probably the 2 toughest days of practice we've had all year. And the girls have loved it. They stepped up to the challenge. But the whole goal tonight was, offensively, we've been putting up some pretty big numbers. I'm not worried about our offense. Defensively, we've been giving up way too much. And tonight, the girls did a fantastic job. This girl's one of them that definitely helped set the tone defensively for us. But I was just proud. It was a great, consistent 4-quarter defensive effort.
Yes, I know you got your stats book in front of you there. Keeley, what's your thoughts from tonight?
I just feel like our defense really got it, and we didn't care who scored, and we had a lot of help with, everybody had each other's backs, and we knew where we were supposed to be at certain times, like when we did some of our different defenses that we aren't really used to. But
yeah, I thought, and we said it over and over. I don't know if we counted. We should have had a stat on how many times we used the word fundamental basketball tonight. It was just evident that you guys have really been putting in the paces in practice and working on those fundamentals, and it just showed through the whole night tonight. Every quarter there was some new great shining moment there on fundamental basketball.
Oh, definitely. And, one of the things, Keeley tonight, offensively, this is, probably the least amount of points she scored probably the last 2 years. But the fact of the matter is, she had 7 assists, 5 steals, and really want to, point her out as an example because it's not about just scoring. Keeley, if I ask her to, she can score 15, 20 points a game. Tonight was about trying to get some other kids involved, and she could care less who scores and who doesn't. I knew her assist count was going up there pretty high. You talk about fundamentals. As a coach, this has got to be one of the best passing games that we've had all year. The girls are finding each other, some fast break passes, some phenomenal passing, and I thought the girls just did a fantastic job of that, and Keeley really led the way with that, finding her teammates when they were open.
I saw a lot of that after a rebound. I saw a lot of that hustle, Keeley, from all of you and your teammates alike to try to find that open lane going way down the court. And I don't have any official stats on that, but I know that was a big contributor to the headaches that they had on the other side of the court trying to contain you guys. How many, do you have any statistic that shows how many steals that were a result of that hounding Mustang defense tonight?
I don't break it down into different defenses. We had 16 steals altogether, and Keeley led the way with 5 of them. And then Mia Graham and Abby Even both contributed 3 steals. But as far as, the one stat I wish I did keep that I don't keep is how many tips we get. There was a lot of times on the floor they're getting their hand on the ball, and maybe we didn't come up with a steal, but they didn't get a clean pass at it either. So, and I don't know, one thing we've been talking about is defense. In the last 2 days in practice, I think we're a little bit maybe uncharacteristic as far as if somebody were to poke their head in and see what we were doing, they'd probably be wondering. And I'll let Keeley tell you a little bit about some of the drills that we've been doing, but no doubt in my mind 2 days of doing those things have kind of passed off. So Keeley can tell us, what were some of your favorite drills the last couple days?
The most fun one would probably be standing on the little green, I don't know what you call it, a balance disc, and seeing each other wobbling everywhere, trying to keep her balance and passing back and forth. It was just fun. And the one that I think helped us the most tonight was we would have to do a ladder drill and then sprint to half court to work on transitioning between offense and defense, and that really showed tonight.
That is a good word. Transition basketball tonight was a big difference tonight. that in the other first halves of the whole season, we've talked about this before, Coach, putting together a couple of consistent quarters in the first half of the game, and what a difference that makes on the whole complexion of the entire night.
And our two best quarters by far were first and third, and that's what you want to see as a coach. You know, and I've talked about and I've bragged up these seniors so much, you know, Taylor and Keeley and Abby, the things that they do. But, you know, what's fun is I got these senior leaders, but then I also have, you know, this group of younger kids, these freshmen and sophomores, that are putting some pretty good minutes in. And Keeley could probably tell you a little bit more what it's like to play with those young kids. I'm sure at the beginning of the season there were some frustrations. But maybe you can tell us a little bit more about what is it like to play with, you know, a group of such a young group of kids when you're used to playing, you know, with the older kids, and you guys now have this younger group that you're playing with.
Sometimes I just have to step back and be like, they're learning. It'll all work out because they have the dedication that everybody else has, and I know that they're trying their hardest, and I just have to sometimes just give them a little break, and then they'll learn.
Definitely, and they've been, I tell you what, I couldn't be prouder. You know, the way the freshmen, sophomores have been playing, I was hoping to get that out of them after Christmas, and now we're getting it to them now. So, you know, our seniors have been patient with them, and they've been great teachers, they've been great leaders, encouragers, and our freshmen have been, I guess, been great students. They've been catching on, and it's been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun to watch. It's been a lot of fun to talk about basketball when that team is out on the court. You can see there's a special spark there, and they really exhibited that great spark tonight and carried it through all the way to the W column tonight for the Mustangs. Any last stats or thoughts or anything you'd like to share?
You know, I'm just incredibly proud of them. You know, we just lost back-to-back games. You know, MOC, we played well. You know, and then we turned around and Sioux Center, we lost a heartbreaker at Sioux Center on Tuesday, and it's the only time I can remember as a coach scoring 67 points and not winning. You know, and I just challenged the girls the last couple days, and you can't believe how they've responded. So I'm excited to see what next week's going to bring, and honestly, with this crew, the age that we have, the senior leadership that we have, I truly feel like it's only going to get better. You know, we're only going to get better from here, and these seniors keep doing what they do, and as soon as these freshmen and these sophomores start getting more comfortable, I think it's going to be a pretty fun rest of the year.
Well, you girls are in for a great ride tonight, and but what a treat to have you in Coach's Corner here tonight. Keeley, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it. And what a great treat. You're in for a treat, Mustang fans, the rest of the season. Keep your ears and eyes peeled for the GLR Mustang women's team. They are doing great under the direction of head coach Heather Grafing and her fine coaching staff. And with the senior leadership and the younger players coming on up the ranks, it's going to be fun to watch.
And we want to make sure we thank the sponsors that help make this possible. I know there's a ton of people that appreciate being able to listen to this. I know a lot of the girls sometimes, and their parents will go back and listen to the broadcast afterwards. So just thank you so much to all the sponsors that are supporting George Little Rock Athletics. We'll do the best we can to make you proud.
Well, you did a great job on that tonight. Thank you so much for your contributions tonight. And thank you to Keeley Kruse, senior leader on the Mustang team tonight, in a winning effort against the West Lyon Wildcats.